Hi, welcome back to my happy aquarium. I am going to share a story today. I'm going to try and make this not very long. I'm going to share one of my stories that is everyone's favorite, and it is about the power of a woman's voice. Back in 2020, I was working with a group called Love Talks Baby. We were holding parties for homeless people on the streets of Portland. Very long story, but we had a lot of unhoused volunteers working with us. And one day we were back at our base where, we dealt with equipment and whatnot. And I hear a commotion from the next room, and I come in, and one of our volunteers has just hit one of the other volunteers right over his eye, like on his eyebrow, with the handle of a large katana that for some reason was there and should not have been. And as I walk in, the man who was holding the katana was like starting to unsheath it. And I just looked real fast and I said, "What are you doing? Give me that right now, right now. You give me that. I don't know what is wrong with you. Why would you do something like that?" And I just went into straight angry mom mode. And he kind of looked down at his katana in his hands and looked up at me a little sheepishly and just handed it over to me. And unfortunately, we actually tried to get that guy help. Obviously, he was no longer allowed to volunteer with us, but there just really wasn't good help available. And unfortunately, several months later, he stabbed someone to death. His name is William Aho. It was in Portland, Oregon. You can look it up. But I literally stopped a murderer with my mom voice. That is the power of a woman's voice. And I'll tell you what, I have been in quite a number of dangerous situations, and I have never once relied on violence by myself or by anyone else to get out safely. My voice has always gotten me through. That is the power of a woman's voice. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you today is, as I am sure many of you have heard, the Taliban has recently enacted rules forbidding the sound of a woman's voice in public, forbidding the sound of a woman's voice by anyone she is not related to, okay? Any man she is not related to. And not only is this just an abomination, but it tells you what they fear. They know the power of a woman's voice. They know the power of a woman standing up and saying, "Stop it. You cannot do this. We're going to do something different." They know the power of a woman's voice, and they don't want to be told, "Stop it." They don't want to be told, "You're wrong." They don't want to be challenged. They don't want women to have the power to stop a murder, to stop a kidnapping, to stop an injustice, to stop just some nonsense on the street. They don't want women having that power. They want to be able to kill. They want to be able to torture. They want to be able to control everyone and harm the people around them. And that is why they are silencing women's voices. They may have been able to get away with it 25 years ago, but it is not 1995. It is 2024. We have an entire world of people. We have an entire world of women who know how to raise their voices, and men who know that they need to hear women's voices and want to hear what we have to say. And so in light of that reality, I invite you to join me in helping these Afghan women who they are working so hard to silence. We are actively working with a group of Afghan activists who have all been in Taliban custody, who are in hiding in Pakistan. We are actively working on getting them. We believe we are getting them to shelter very shortly. We are working on getting, lost paperwork, lost, case files restarted, figuring out, application processes, where's grant. We're helping them with all of this stuff. But it does take money, and it takes us raising our voices. So I invite you to come support us, raise your voice, share this video, make a donation. Our website is www.foodforthought.care, C-A-R-E. All donations will be put directly to work helping these women get to safety. We are in compliance with working in compliance with all laws. We have our own bank accounts. We're filed with the government. We're working on our 501c3. So by the time you do your taxes, it will be a tax deductible donation if you live in the United States. We need your help. I hope that you will support women, the power of women's voices to change the world, to say, stop, you're not going to do this. Thanks so much. You guys have a great day. Bye.